Hey, what's up you guys? It's Chunky here. It's been a minute since I did a mukbang like this, but you know what? I really love these kind of mukbangs. I really love to watch them when they do them like this, and it feels like really intimate and cool. And since it's gonna be like mostly all about the food today, I really wanted to go back to doing this, and these are some of my favorite ones. So today I have for you some Thai food. I have some pad Thai. This is like their house rice that they make, and it has like tofu, chicken. I don't know what else, but let me just dig in real quick, okay? Because I'm freaking hungry. Look at how beautiful this pad Thai looks. Oh, I'm so hungry. Thank you, Lord, for this food. I love you. Amen. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, so this has chicken, steak, onions, cherry tomatoes. I love tomatoes. Really good. Really good. Okay. And this is, did I say this was shrimp pad Thai already? I don't remember if I said that, but it's shrimp pad Thai. Look at that. Oh my god. I just love the flavors of Thai food. I think I got a little Thai in me. But I really love like the vinegar flavor, the sweet chili flavor, like the sweet and sour together is so complimenting. I love sweet and sour, like. I almost see some on my hair. If you see people do that in their mukbangs, that's because they watch me. Okay, so these are wontons with cheese. I think it's cheese and crab, and then I got some hot sweet and sour chili sauce. And we're gonna go right into this. Oh my god. If you guys hear the cat, he's locked up because he will be all over me, and he's getting so super big, and he's just too overwhelming. Like, he will knock down the lights and everything. I've tried to film before with him out, and he's knocked down my whole setup. So these are really good. I've had these from a lot of places, and honestly, these are the best I've ever had. I'm gonna leave the place down below. I'm gonna link it down below of where I got it. But you know what, these are the best I've ever had. So it has cream cheese inside with like some crab meat, probably some imitation crab mixed into it, and then it's just in a fried wonton. I've had these at other places before, and these, honestly, everywhere I have them, they're all right. But these like taste really, really fresh. It's really creamy inside and then crunchy outside. I love textures. Like, I'm a texture girl. Like, I always have to have something crunchy, like, with my creamy. And I love that they put, like, nuts, like, crushed nuts in the pad thai. Like, just so many textures. The noodles, the nuts, the shrimp, the carrots. Okay, so only people that know what's up with the Santa Fe Spring swap meet are gonna know what I'm about to say, okay? So over here in LA, they have a swap meet. It's an outdoor swap meet. And it's called the Santa Fe Spring swap meet. And all the cholos, they gather up on the weekends. Cholos gather up on the weekends and they drink beer, listen to bands, and there's like they sell stuff and everything, you know, swap meet. Anyways, it's a really nice swap meet. It's not like a swap meet. You're thinking like swap meet, like it's a nice swap meet. Like it upgraded. Anyway, so they you guys are gonna hear my cat. My cat's crying, and I just fed him. He's super huge and fat. Like Jesus Christ. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to ignore him. Okay, so oopsie. Okay, so at the Santa Fe Spring swap meet, there is a food vendor that makes this rice, and I think it's the same thing, but I think theirs looks a little bit different. But they make this rice with these kebabs, and like chicken kebabs, beef kebabs, and I think they're Thai people, and they have like this big wok, and they're making this rice. This is what that rice tastes like. That's what this rice tastes like. I love that it's still hot. So these, I think these are just fried wontons. So oh, and this is Thai tea. I think I already said that, but I don't remember. So, I was just thinking, like, the other day, I was just like, I was thinking about like one of my old friends, and I often like reminisce about some of my old friends that I had, and like, you know, the good times pop up, and I laugh, and I remember like, oh, I remember when this happened, I remember when that happened, and like all the stupid shit that we got into as like, you know, being young and being stupid, you know. Oh my god, I've made so many mistakes now that I could just like laugh about, you know. That's one thing. You're allowed to make mistakes, but don't make the same mistake twice, you know what I mean? Then like you will never feel stupid about the mistakes that you made but you learned from and like never made them again. But you will feel stupid if you've made a mistake and then you kept making the same mistake, or like you made it twice or 3 times. Like you're gonna feel stupid, like why did I do that, you know? But I love pad thai, but I hate the way it sticks together. So I was just like reminiscing like on my old friends, and like, you know, I never really had like a lot of friends. Like I never really was a person to have like a lot of friends. It's so cool now that I have like so many fucking friends. Like it's awesome. Like I feel so popular now. Like I never was a popular person. I never was a person that everybody knew. Like I think maybe only everybody knew me because I had a big butt, and they would be like, oh, the girl with the big butt, you know? But it never was like something to be like proud of, or like to be like, oh yeah, I'm popular because of it, because I was never a hoe, you know what I mean? But I often like reminisce about one of my old friends. Like, you know, when I have a bond with somebody, when I'm gonna have a friendship with somebody, like I go hard for them. Like, you're my friend, I'm gonna go hard for you, you know? And one thing is like now that I'm older and I'm a mother and I have a life and I have a lot of things to do, and sometimes I'm really busy, and maybe I'm not always there when I need to be, but you know, to people out there, like I'm busy and stuff like that, but I'm always there, you know, for you. I'm always going to be real to you. Like I may not be there physically, or I may not be there, I may be busy when you really need me or something, and you know that's fucked up because sometimes people really need you. But you have to understand, it's like people have lives and they're allowed to. I'm not an understanding person. I'm a very understanding person, to where I could be like, okay, you know what, they have a job, they have a life, I understand. But I don't understand is like when I have a friend and you know they're unavailable for me, but they're with somebody else being available for them. Like that is unacceptable for me. But I understand if they work and have lives and they, you know what I mean, that's okay. I understand. That's the type of friend I am. Like now that I'm busy, because back when I was younger, I was the type of friend, I was like very like loyal to you, just like I am in like my relationship. When I'm in a relationship, I'm very loyal to my relationship. I'm very loyal to like the person I'm with. And friendship as well. And that's the way I was when I was younger. I was more emotionally available. I was more available to my friendship because I was young and I didn't have bills. I didn't have a life. I didn't have, you know, I didn't have kids or anything like that. So I was more available for my friendships. But, and a lot of, well, not a lot, but I've had 4 major best friends that I had that I'm no longer friends with that really like hurt me. And I was just thinking about it, like, as soon as you think about the good times you had with them, you think about what went wrong, like, you know what I mean, what went wrong in the relationship. And one of my friends that I always think about, that we had a lot of like cool times together, like funny, crazy times together. She was my best friend, but she was very toxic, very toxic. She was very toxic. Because I always made myself emotionally available to her, and I always made myself available to her whenever she needed me. And I just think back now, like when I was thinking about the good things, I thought, like, after we stopped being friends, she was able to talk so much shit about me, and she was able to like say shit about me that was hurtful. And the thing about the difference between me and her is that, like, even though I could say like so much shit about her, and I could even make up shit, like, the definition of talking shit about a person is just fucking talking out your ass. Like, she's a bitch, she's a hoe, and you don't know if she is, or you know that she's not, but you're just so mad, you're so angry that you're saying she's a bitch, she's a hoe, when you know she's not, you know what I mean? But you just say it because you're angry, or you just say it because you're a bitch and you want to fucking hurt the person, so you say things that are not true just to fucking say it. So that's what she did to me. Like, she was able, and as much as it hurt me, and like, it really got under my skin, and I was like, wow, how are you able to talk shit about me? I couldn't even, because she was my friend for so long and I had so much love for her, I couldn't even fix myself to like talk shit about her, even though I had every right to, you know? I just feel like if you have a friend that you gave so many years to, it's like a relationship. If you have, for example, my baby daddy, okay? My baby's father, I never talk shit about him. I've never said anything bad about him. And I don't think I ever will. And I don't think I ever could. Even though I have every right to, you know? Even though I have every right to say shit about him. I don't think that I ever could, because at one point in my life, I gave all of myself to him. And at one point in my life, I gave all of myself to my friend. And I just can't fix myself. Not because, I mean, of course, she probably thought, like, because she was trying to get to me and talk shit about me on Facebook. And she probably thought, oh, I didn't say anything to her because I was scared. But it's not because I was scared. It was just because it just hurt me, the fact that she could actually sit there and talk shit about me. Like, I just don't know how you could do that. I just don't know how you could claim you love somebody and you care about somebody so much and you gave so many years to them and you've had so many memories. How could you even fix yourself to talk shit about them? Like, I came to grips with you know what, like, my life has changed. Your life is going this way. My life is going that way. You hurt me as a friend, but I'm going to be cordial and let you go. And, you know, I'm angry. I'm mad because you couldn't be a better friend when I needed you. Or you weren't there when I needed you. But I'm not going to be angry about that, because I could sit there and think about all the good times we had and all the years I gave you. And I'm not just going to, you know what I mean? I'm not just going to do that. But it's just like, I just felt like, I remember that day that I found that day that I heard she was talking shit about me. And I seen that she was talking shit about me. I remember that day I made a video, and I think I put it on Facebook, because I wasn't on YouTube at the time. And I was just like, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was just like, when you were friends with somebody and they switch up, and then when you're not friends with them anymore and they could talk shit about you, like whatever, you knew that bitch was fake from the beginning. Like, she had to have been. She had to have been jealous or mad or hateful towards you, low-key. You know what I mean? Like, low-key, she was. Deep down in her heart, she was. And I was just like, I saw her little funny moves she would make. And this is referring to two of my other ex-friends. I just always end up feeling like I can't trust anybody. Because people that I had close to me ended up being really fake. And now it's like, now I'm able to see like the signs. And I'm able to know, like, this girl's moving funny. This girl's acting funny. This girl said this. Okay, you know what? This girl's not loyal. This girl's not my friend. And now that I'm older, I think like, okay, you know what? God put me through these situations, and God took these people out of my life to show me like to show me what it really is, like to let me know that people are not always have their best interest in heart. But now I'm able to like have the ability, now that I'm 29, gonna be 30 years old, I'm able to say, you know what, this person is really here for me. And that's why I'm so grateful for the women that I've met now, like my friend Mo, and like my friend Vanessa, and like my friends that I talk to, you know, that live far, but I still talk to them every day, and I trust them, and I trust them enough, you know, like Sarah and Chachi, and people that I trust enough that I could talk to, and I know like if they have a problem with me, they'll let me know. And if I have a problem with something, how they're moving, or something they're saying, or something they did, I'm able to talk to them. Also my friend Alexa, I talk to her. Alexia, I always say Alexa because my daughter has a friend named Alexa, and I have so many Alexas in my life, but I'm just able to like talk to these girls and able to know like that I'm like, you know what, like thank God for you too, because I know that there's like way more girls out there that I could meet too, that I know that are gonna be like really real, you know. And what's crazy too is this one of these friends that I was best friends with. I haven't talked to her for years. And I always only reminisce about like when we were younger, going to parties, smoking, drinking, like having a good teenage time together. And I just haven't talked to her or, you know, really checked up on her for a long time. And I want to say like a couple of months ago, my mom calls me and she's like, hey, guess who called me? And I'm like, who? She was like, so and so. And I'm like, because my mom's been having the same house number for years. Since like we moved into that house, that we lived in that house for like 20 something years already. So she's like, oh, so and so called. And I was like, what? Like, what? Why? And I thought she was gonna say like, oh, to check up on, you know, even though we had a falling out, even though she talked so much shit about me, like, you know, people could have an epiphany and people could like be like, you know what, I loved that girl and I'm sorry for what I said or what I did or how I acted. And I thought that that's what she was calling for. And I thought she was calling for, you know, maybe to apologize, or maybe to like apologize and say, hey, you know what, how are you doing? How is she? How is the kids? You know, things like that. But no, she called to tell my mom that somebody was stalking her, and that if we knew anybody that would have done it, or, you know, my man's friends or my man's homies or someone he knows, like. And I was just like, what? Like, that's so weird. Like, I was just baffled. Like, I was really baffled. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's so fucking weird. Like, why would she call for that? And I was like, you know what? I told my mom, I haven't talked to that girl in so long, or thought about that. Like, the only time I think about her is when I reminisce about us being young and stuff, and I reminisce about the past. But I have so much going on in my life to like people that do that really have to fucking be really fucking lonely and really have nobody and really fucking desperate for attention and miserable. Like, people that talk shit about people or take their time to do that shit are miserable. And that's the only thing. Like, it's plain and clear. Like, you look miserable, you sound miserable, like you're just a hater. Bottom line, you're just a hater. But it's like, wow, like, I have so much going on in my life. I wouldn't even like, why would I do that? Or who would I have stalking her? Or what the, like, it's just so weird. I'm like, wow. Like, first thing I thought was like, oh my gosh, she must be on drugs or something. Because that sounds so way out there. But I was like, you know what? Mom, just tell her, you know, I'm busy. I'm too booked to be bothered, you know? It's just so strange. Like, well, with that being said, you guys, I am super full. I thought I was gonna eat all these. I thought I was gonna eat this whole plate. That's how hungry I was. But this makes you really full. Well, I hope I satisfied your hunger, and I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I love you guys, and make sure to just always be aware of who your friends are. If you feel funny about a person, about a friend, if you feel like they're moving a type of way or they're moving type of funny, you just have like, in other words, let me rephrase that for you because some people don't know Ebonics, okay, or whatever this lingo is, okay? Other words, if you feel like you feel a little bit different about your friend, or you feel like your friend is, you just start feeling different about your friend, or you start kind of hearing things that they say to you that are kind of hating on you, don't brush it off. Because later on, if you ignore it, it's going to come out. And always trust your instinct about, and you feel like their vibe is good, then they're a good person. If you feel like they're a bad person, but you're just brushing it off, they're a bad person. Don't brush it off. And with that being said, I love you guys. Stay chunky because chunky is beautiful.